Gelbottle, who kindly were the head sponsor, headline sponsor, I can't get my words out today, for today's event. So thank you. But you're also a new brand that has come to Brighton. So welcome. And tell us a little bit about the Gelbottle and your role.
I will do, but before I say that, can I just say, next time my teenage daughter's boyfriend upsets her, I'm simply going to go away. Absolutely.
Yes, you've got a boyfriend, look.
Yeah, I promise that. But no, thank you. And thank you very much for having me. And thank you for letting us be a part of this. It's brilliant to be here. So the Gelbottle is, we're actually part of a wider group, so we've got a few different businesses and brands under our umbrella. The Gelbottle brand is predominantly a professional brand, so we are professional nail products, and we have 40,000 nail techs all around the world that use our products, and that's the kind of the biggest part of the business. We've also got D Collection, which is a luxury travel business, some lovely properties all over the world, so if anyone wants a holiday, come and speak to me. We've got a training academy, so education is really important to us because nail isn't really well, Georgia, our head of education is here, but we're really wanting to champion great education within the beauty industry as well. And then, like you said, we just opened TGV Spa as well on West Street, which is brilliant because it's about actually bringing the experience and bringing a luxury service and experience to people beyond just nails. And it's been a labour of love for the last few years, but it's been really, really exciting.
And you've been very busy because from what I understand, yourself and the founder, Daisy, and both of you have worked your way up in your careers, but you've created a successful business with a turnover of over potentially 50 million.
Yeah.
How did you achieve that?
There's been lots of things that lots of people have kind of touched on along the way. I think, I've been really fortunate. I started my career doing a grad scheme for a big FMCG company called Brighton. There were 12 people on that intake, and I think if I go, way back when I did that, of the 12 people, it was a bit like Dragon's Den. We had to go through rounds and rounds with like 2,000 people, and then we were cut down to the next round, and we were locked in a stadium in Hull, and it was hell. But it was crazy, and actually I look back then, and there were 12 of us on that grad intake, and only 2 of us were female, and I had exactly the same thing of going, is it just because you're a token girl? I was like, no, because actually I'm relatively intelligent, and I'm quite interested in what I'm wanting to do. So you had to fight right from the beginning, and I think I was really fortunate to do a grad scheme. You have to do times in sales, you have to go and do your accountancy, you have to go and do marketing, you have to do branding, and you get this breadth of knowledge. And I was always really hungry to learn more. And then I kind of fell out of love quite quickly with stain remover, surprisingly, which is what I'm working on, and really wanted to work in beauty. So I made the leap to L'Oreal and kind of just worked my way up. And I think the biggest thing and the biggest part of my career was I had a fantastic mentor. He is a brilliant man, and he kind of spotted me when I was working on a small brand for a business called Walgreens Boots Alliance, which is Walgreens Boots and Alliance Healthcare, and he took a massive leap of faith, and he offered me the role. I was managing a brand that was doing about £12 million at the time, and I had a team of 25, and the lady that managed Number 7, so Number 7 is the UK's biggest beauty brand, and he took a huge leap of faith, and he said, do you want to take over as global brand director? And I genuinely thought he was joking. And I was like, that's £1 billion P&L with 4,500 people. I literally haven't got a scoop of like, what are you talking about? And he said, it doesn't matter because I'll teach you everything you need to know, but you've got the right attitude. And that's the thing that stuck with me through everything is you can, and I say it to people all of the time in our teams, you can teach people the skills that they need to be successful as long as they show up with the right attitude and they've got a desire to learn and to know more. And I've been really fortunate that after having a few children and kind of going, I don't want to work in big corporate, I made the leap to startup. And I started doing a contract with Daisy, our founder, and we just massively hit it off. And that was 2.5 years ago, and she's an Aries, and Latvian, and very fiery, and I'm a Libran, and we are a bit woo-woo, I like our star signs, and so we are the polar opposite of each other. But I love the saying that great minds think unalike, and that could not be more true of Daisy and I. And I think the team would probably say the same thing, and I think that is actually one of the reasons for our success, is we constantly challenge each other. We have a very kind of open relationships with our team, where I always constantly am looking around the table to go, who's not here? What are the brains and the minds that we don't have at the table, and where do I need to go and find them? Because actually having all of the different thoughts and the different kinds of thinking and different perspectives, that's what's made us successful, and that I think has been what's fueled our growth the most, is by having just breadth of thought. It's really what I would say.
Well, congratulations for everything you've achieved. I mean, you haven't been in town long, but you know, I've seen, you know, your brand and representatives at a range of events, and you know, no doubt we'll see more of you. And yeah, it's great to, you know, meet women that have started from, you know, from the bottom all the way to the top and just smashing it. So congratulations to you. Now, we all know how massive the beauty industry is, and I have a stat here that indicates that the global beauty and personal care market will generate approximately just under 700 billion revenue from 2025 to 2029. And in 2021, the global nail care products market was valued at approximately, or just under 20 billion. Why do you think the nail care sector is growing so rapidly?
I think there's a few reasons, and I think it's one of the things that sometimes I find most difficult. Like, I'd love to think that we were saving lives. I'd love to think that I was on the street and was, you know, trying to stop all of the But you know what? I was standing here with all of us on the panel, and more than half of us, I was checking around the voice and people's nails. Apologies. There is a reason for that. You know, we're not saving lives. But the thing with nails, which is amazing, is, and with any beauty actually, is it's just about making it a little something. It could be, you know, at number 7, we always used to talk about the power of lipstick. Or it could be an eyeshadow, or it could be a mascara, or it could be your nails. And it's just something that makes you feel just a little bit better about yourself. Or it just brings you a little bit of joy. Like this morning, I was trying to get my 17-year-old out of the house because she was temping and hadn't even thought about how she was going to get to work. And I had a 5-year-old that was screaming at me because I'd forgotten that she had to take something in for show and tell, and a 3-year-old that was going, I don't want to go to preschool. And honestly, and I had this day, I was trying to get out of the house and rushing and blah, blah, blah. And the thing that made me really excited, I'm going to have 45 minutes to myself and I'm going to have my nails done. And the minute I walked out and had my nails done, I just looked down and was like, I feel all right now. I just feel exactly all put together. And it does sound really superficial and it sounds really ridiculous, but actually, when you are doing a million things and you're running around at the speed of light, to be able to either look in the mirror and go, yeah, it's a nice shade, feels like this, or you look at your hands and you go, oh, you know what, that's just a little bit of me time. I think that's why. I think the other reason is, and the reason that beauty is in the top 10 revenue drivers for the United Kingdom, you need to keep telling the Prime Minister that as well, so he gives us a little bit more time. But the other thing is that beauty is so accessible for people now, to make it part of their career. I mean, we see hundreds of thousands of people all around the world that are wanting to change their careers and pivot careers, like you've done, and done an amazing job of going, actually, I want to try something different. And one of the things about being a nail technician or is that you can do it and be incredibly flexible. So we see lots of women changing and going, I want to train to be a nail technician because I can do it around the children, I can do it and anywhere I want. You know, we've seen, Georgia trains people that have suddenly gone, I'm going to be a nail technician, I'm going to go to Bali, I'm going to go be a nail technician in Bali. I mean, sign me up, I'd like to do that too. But, it's very flexible and it gives people opportunities. And so whilst we're not saving lives and I'm not a brain surgeon, I do like to think we're making people feel good about themselves and we're providing people the opportunity to train and do something that is flexible and can fit around them. So that's probably what I expressed so quickly.
Brilliant, congratulations, and thank you for also reminding me that things.